Hello and welcome everybody. Once again, I am Top Madness. I'm the voice of Top StarCraft, and I am here with my placement game number 2 on the EU ladders. Once again, I'm a Diamond Random player on the EU servers, and I decided I would stream my placement, or I guess cast my placement matches, because I've been gone for about 2 months. I've been working on school a lot, and I just recently got my EU account. So here is game number 2. Not quite sure who I play or what races there are, so we will see just momentarily. There we go. So it looks like I am tearing it up. I'm the red Zerg spawning in the 3 o'clock position on Metalopolis, playing against Mythrander? I'll call him Myth. The blue Terran, spawning in the 1 o'clock position. 1 2 1 2. Good luck, have fun, mate. Always good. No, we're both spamming very impressively. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. And playing Zerg. He's asking my race. Zert. Because I'm actually a very, I'm a good-mannered player, to be honest. It's what I do. I don't like to, I'm not going to cheese. You see, I'm already at my 10 food. You know, not doing anything really sneaky, anything like that. It's just what I do. Overlord's on the way. I think I extractor trick because I wanted to go. Yeah, there we go. So there's my extractor trick going there. We'll see, it's going to be a ZVT. Mythrander is the blue Terran player, and I actually really enjoy this matchup. I've had a lot of problems with it. I think it's probably my worst overall. No, I would say my ZVP is my worst matchup of all the random, you know, matchups there are. ZVP or ZVZ. ZVT is fun. I enjoy it a lot, actually. But it does rely on me kind of holding off this early aggression. So we're going to see me going for a 14 hatch here in a second. Yep, there we go. There's my drone moving down right now. 14 hatch, 14 pool, 13 gas is my standard ZV anything build. I like to play macro games. Like I said in the first cast, if you guys haven't watched that yet, you should. Again, I'm casting all 5 of my placement games, so this is game number 2. And we should see a pool coming down here relatively soon. Oop. That was my scout. But we see I have floated over and I have seen that the Terran player is there. He still has no idea where I am. So that's a good start for me. He's actually walling in very early because he's worried about the cheese. Once again, we're talking about I don't like to play cheesy. You see, he's actually had to delay his orbital command because he wanted to get that wall in super quick. And, you know, I don't like playing cheesy kind of Zerg. I don't like the whole, like, I'm going to 7 pool every game I roll Zerg because that's what I'm going to do. Now, I want to play macro, so there's my hatch going down. There's my pool and my gas. Super standard. Try to keep everything alive. And I do have to be very wary of bunker rushes, actually. Playing on the servers, I get that a lot because I'm a random player, and they see me expand, they're like, instant bunker rush. So I gotta be very, very careful that does not happen. But yeah, again, I'm still working on my Zerg, but I play my worst race of the 3. Protoss, I don't have any problems with. Pretty much a seamless transition into playing that. But I'm actually going to stop the chance of a bunker rush going down by patrolling that drone. Just making sure nothing too sneaky happens. We see a tech lab coming down as well as another barracks. So a 2 racks opening for sure. Again, still patrolling because the creep has not reached the point. Now I can stop patrolling. Because the creep's reached that point where he can no longer put bunkers there, and there's a spine crawler just for some defense. Trying to keep my money and gas pretty darn low. I think, yeah, I pull everybody off my extractor there, so perfect. Way to go, Matt. We're going to see a 2 racks factory opening from Mythrander. He's looking for my overlord. But yeah, Zerg, I find it fun. I think it's an interesting race. Get my metabolic boost, as well as my first queen is out. Hopefully I have a second queen on the way here. There we go. Wow, look at, oh wow, I'm so, I don't even remember playing these games, so like they are brand new to me. But I do have my second queen on the way as well. We see a reactor going down on the barracks. And actually, a little surprised we haven't seen Stimpack or combat shields coming out of that barracks, as he did get a tech lab very early. Getting the Marauders. But Mythander, clearly an interesting style of Terran. There we go. There's that concussive shell. So we're actually going to see a very cool unit composition, Marauder Hellions, something that was very popular in the beta. And it can be very effective against Zergs who just go, like, Lings. and spine crawlers like what I'm doing, because the Hellions just roast away all your Zerglings, and Marauders will tear through spine crawlers. But it's a I like the unit composition. I think it's very effective overall. We see my lair just now starting as Metabolic Boost is almost done. Going to be grabbing that Watchtower with the Zerglings, so I know when he decides to push out. But there's that Marauder Hellion like I was talking about. We see we've already got one Hellion out, 2 more on the way, as well as Marauder. And a few Marines just for that good DPS, because they are just super important if something sneaky happens. And I'm actually really worried about Banshees, because I could not scout his base whatsoever. I have no idea. I can sack an Overlord, but because it's such close positions, and like we saw, we had those Marines, normally the people patrol Marines across here, and there's really no way to get a free Overlord in without not seeing anything good. But droning up very, very well. I see tearing it up once again. That is me. And here comes that Marauder Hellion push like we were talking about. More Zerglings on the way, as well as I'm getting my gases. Lair just now finishing. So overall, feeling pretty safe. We see the Ling's Nest coming down as well. And it's actually a scary force for Hellions with a Marine Marauder force. And I'm like, oh boy. Here we go. So I'm going to actually block this ramp with my Queen. Hellions actually do not fit in here. I've gotten pretty good at this because I used to play Terran. And making sure that the Hellions cannot squeeze in past that single Queen. People normally double Queen block, but I figure I can do it with one. Very, very carefully. As you see, the Hellions very potent against the Zerglings. Kind of a micro going and trying to keep my units alive. This is very... That Queen caught way out of position. Going to be easily taken out. You see the effectiveness of that Marauder slow. Zerglings kind of coming in, trying to defend, and here comes the rest of my Zerglings trying to get a good surround. Going to be able to clean up a lot of this with these Zerglings, pulling them in, and it's going to be very close. Spine Crawler doing great, great damage here. And looks like I am going to be able to clean this up. We see I did drop a second Spine Crawler, and he's going to barely take it out, but I do hold off the attack. I lost 2 Queens and a Spine Crawler, but as you can see, still very healthy economy here for me. I didn't lose any drones. Pretty good saturation. There comes that Spire going down. We see he's in a bad spot here. Terran, very focused on the macro, not the macro, the micro. So I'm not really doing a good job macroing back at base. We see a tech club coming on that starport, probably going to see the Bansheedos. But I'm making some Banelings because I'm a little fearful of a Marine attack afterwards. Generally speaking, they'll swap that reactor factory back onto the barracks and get a bunch of Marines, because I'll be making... just making straight Zerglings, and Zerglings being the good counter to Marauders, but not so much the Banelings. We're going to see Cloak Banshees coming out here from him, something that I do never enjoy. Cloak Banshees are super, super strong in pretty much all matchups, but again, I'm feeling a very commanding lead. I've got a lot of Zerglings. I'm making even more, looking to exploit my economic advantage, but we do see he does have his first Banshee coming up. Will be out very shortly, and hopefully I make an Overseer. That would be big. But yeah, more Queens coming out. I got my 2 Queens. I need to make a 3rd, actually. But we look, and the timing of the Cloak going to be very late, especially because my Spire is about to pop. There's my other Queen like I was talking about. I want at least 3 Queens at all times. And scouting up to see what's going on. Break this, and I say, oh no, cannot break that with these Banelings. Gonna get some more units. Gonna make more Banelings. Always a good decision when you're a Zerg player and you're feeling like you can't break something. Make more Banelings. Creep spread's something I really need to work on. I've only got like 1 creep tumor going. Who'd have guessed it? But Banshee is out on the field. We're kind of moving out, looking to do a little attack, and it's actually a bad position for him because I'm going to be able to flank him. I think I see him with this Overlord. Nope, just don't. I'm trying to think what I see him sometime, and I like realize, I'm like, oh my god, he's going to attack me. But big scare from Terran. See the Marauder Marine Hellion. Going to be a very potent mix against the Baneling Zergling that I do have. So I'm going to be forced to pull back. We see all my units coming back here. Going to try to sandwich his Marines and Marauders back in his base. He's going to pull back. And here come the Banelings. Oh, Centrifugal Hooks finishes. And his guy's trying to get back into a corner. Oh, Baneling's doing incredible damage at this point. Crashing into everything. And those Hellions taking a ton of damage. His whole attack wiped out. You can see the surround from the Zergling is going to be taking out 2, 3 of the Hellions. All 4 Hellions go down. Hero Zergling taking them out. There is a Banshee. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Cloak Banshees in my base. Very unhappy day for Matt as the Overseer is morphed. But his frontal attack force was taken out. We see me trying to keep these queens alive. Overseer is done, and unfortunately I'm not paying attention. Can't. I don't. I'm a scrub. Transfuse that queen. Yeah, there. Finally found my. I didn't know where I couldn't find it. So I finally find it. Gonna try to scare off this banshee as much as possible. I unfortunately do not kill it. Dang, kind of rough for me. We do see the effect. You know, very low on the workers, very low on the income. Even though I did lose a lot of drones, we see me making 5 drones, getting right back up to where you started. That's what the power of Zerg is. You're trying to hold off these harassers. The Mutalisks are now out on the field. Very good spot to be in if you are a Zerg player. Ignore that idle drone for a second. Spore crawlers going up in my base. We see I have a ton of gas and no minerals because I've been spending it all on queens and drones. But feeling a good spot. Honestly, you see Terran very backed into his base. Feeling very unsafe. You see a ton of barracks being put down because he just needs meat units right now. He needs to protect himself, not himself. And Zerg, I'm looking. I think I do expand here in a little bit. Kind of getting a little, but I do need more drones. So first things first, we see more drones, a few Mutalisks just for harassment purposes, but mostly droning up. I still have those 3 Mutalisks poking out here. Actually, I put them out here because this is where you like to do drops. You like to pull them over here to the right and then bring them back around. And if you can catch a drop with these Mutalisks, you're gonna be. It'll pay for itself right there. Zerg going to go scout his bases just as he's expanding. We see he's finally taking his natural expansion, but tearing it up. Our red Zerg hero, feeling pretty good about himself. Mythandar, very small force, just doesn't have a lot of units to him. He's scanning, trying to see it. My creep spread's getting a little better. Finally connected my 2 bases, but yeah, my drone count kind of getting back up to where it was again. Starting to make a few more army units. And I do need to look to make another expansion again, or a macro hatches. You see I have 1 trillion gas still, up at almost 800 gas. And that Thor, chilling in his mineral line, going to look to deny the harassment. I don't know where these Mutalisks are going. That was bizarre. Whatever. Going back to the Terran base, we see him not saturating his natural quite yet. He's still feeling very unsafe. There goes the muling. So Imba. Terran is the Imba Estrays. And there's my 3rd expansion going up as well. Feeling, again, Zerg feeling very, very safe. One of the races I do enjoy playing the most, I must say, I love playing Zerg. My ZVZ, again, very weak because I don't do it. I don't know how to do it. But going to be creeping up the entire map as much as possible, trying to know what's going on. And Zerg, just because the map vision is very, very nice. See, I mean, I kind of know exactly what's going on. Kind of got a fair amount of Mutalisks. Still sitting pretty light on the overall unit, so you see my food, I'm actually down a little bit. I'm looking to do a little harassment though with these Mutalisks, trying to catch myself back up. I'm going to pick up a supply depot, and that Thors are so good against Mutalisks, so I'm just going to back off. No reason to risk it. Going to keep looking for other places to harass. Oh, I'm stuck. Bad Thor. I think I tried to pick this Banshee. So, I lost 1 Mutalisk, and I got a Banshee. I'd say it was a good trade, overall. More Zerglings and Zergy units being produced by moi. And we do see he actually killed my Geyser, and I didn't notice. With the Banshees, so that's a little sad for Matt. But at the same time, again, Mutalisks are completely stuck, actually. I can't get by because the Thor and the missile turret are going to get them. So, I lost that harassment. Kind of bad positioning on my part. We see me catching up rapidly in the food as my bases are starting to get saturated. I don't build any drones here, I don't think, because I'm lazy. No, I'm making drones. So there we go. There are drones on the way to this base, trying to saturate my 3rd expansion. Trying to get well before that Terran because I know it is a problem. To let Terran get those bases up. Infestation, pit going down. I was thinking I'll make some Infestors. They're a pretty good unit, but also I was looking towards Broodlords, one of those kind of end-all units, but you see Terran really doesn't have any Vikings. And he only has 1 starport, so he really can't make a lot of Vikings. But I make some Corruptors and a few Broodlords really in a good spot. But Mutalisks still kind of chilling back here in the back of the base. We see me just droning very, very hard at this point. I mean, looking at the production tab, I'm making 16 drones. Feeling, again, very confident in where I am. In this army, not very scary. It's 0-0 upgrades. I don't think I'm much better. I'm 1-0. But at least I do have the +1 attack upgrade. And he's scanning, trying to see where I am. But you see those drones, just the economies there can get is ridiculous. I mean, look, 3rd base fully saturated now. With more drones on the way. You see more Banelings being produced as well as Ventral Sacks. I'm trying to remember what that upgrade does. Oh yeah, I think I was gonna Overlord drop. That was my brilliant scheme. Was to Overlord drop. Going to try to poke in, and then I'm just okay. Time to get out of here. So I do take a ton of damage. I lose another Mutalisk, which sucks. You see my force getting very, very scary. Lots of Zerglings, lots of Banelings, and here comes his army, the Marine Marauder Ball, so to speak. But they are going to have to engage on creep, which is what I want. Probably the best best spot for me, anyways, as a Zerg player, is to engage on this creep. Especially with the Marines and Marauders not having any upgrades or combat shields, even for those Marines are going to be susceptible. And I've actually flanked them. I'm going to come around from both sides. Those Zerglings come from the... Both my whole Zergling army coming from the left. Great surround. Baneling's doing ridiculous amounts of damage. Terran Bio completely decimated, going to go for the surround once again. Full surround with these Zerglings. All these Marauders going down as well. And Terran just supply dropping ridiculously quickly. You see 28 Zerglings on the way from me. Noam in a commanding lead at this point. Gonna go take out this Thor as well as all these SCVs. There we go. And just plummeting as my Banelings take out all those SCVs. Now this game completely over. Zerg Imba, no. But I'm gonna win this game pretty handily here. Really nothing you can do. Every newbie Zerg does the same laying Mutalang. Yep. And pretty much no worries. The main reason we do it is because it works. But there we go, game number 2. So as we speak, tearing it up. I am 2-0 in my placement matches. Thank you guys for watching. Once again, I'm Top Madness. I'm the voice of Top StarCraft. And I am signing out. Ooh, make sure to watch game number 3.